In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how I leverage my walks, how I'm thinking, why I take walks, and the mental clarity that I gain from them. There are a couple reasons why I walk. One, because I know that me getting out of the house, getting out of that comfortable environment is really good for me. It's primal. I wanna get a little cold, I wanna get some sun, I wanna get some fresh air. I think it's just good for my brain to get that natural, that natural vibe. So that way when I go back inside, I have more of like a fresh focus. I also think for me, like, it's really peaceful. Like, I hear right now, I hear the birds chirping, I see, nature in action, which I think is just really good for your mental health. And I notice on days when I do walk versus days that I don't, I feel much more like sharp. I feel much more in tune with everything. I just see more beauty in things because it's like, it makes me feel a part of everything. All these birds and deer or fox or whatever it is, that's us. The most important reason is for me to have this time alone and for me to just talk to myself and say, you know what, Ben, like, how have you been doing? What, what's been on your mind? What have you done well? What could you do better? So for me right now, like, I've just been feeling overwhelmed. Like, dog, I've really been feeling overwhelmed with work and YouTube, and there's so much more that I want to do, and like the podcast and editing and, reading a book a week, and I have a lot on my plate. And the self-talk for me, in order to do all those things, has to be really aggressive, in the sense that, not that I'm beating myself up, but I don't take off. It's do more, do more, do more. It's 9 at night you should be reading, 9:30 you should be meditating. It's not like, oh, you've had a good day, you've had a good day, watch some Netflix. Which I think has been good for me, but at the same time, I have to be better at reading myself, right? If I'm really overworked and I'm burnt out and I'm forcing things, then it's probably better to either just go to bed early or take a break. But that's okay, bro. It's okay. It's part of the process. If I want more for myself, if I want more for myself, I'm glad that, like, I'm taking on the mindset that I need to do more work. If you want to be like an NBA level player, that means you have to be in the gym 2-3 times a day. You got to be working, all that. So I understand that, like, I'm increasing my work tolerance. I understand that if I want to do a YouTube and a podcast and do my work and work out and read and yoga, and I have all these different goals in different sectors of life, then obviously it's going to take a lot of work, discipline, focus, consistency to hit all those goals. No doubt about it. So I'm glad that I'm, like, heeding the call. It's just, for me, how do I heed the call in, like, a better way? How do I go through my day and feel and kind of have this discipline, right? And have this focus and consistency, but also have a sense of flow, because I feel like stressed and anxious through my day at times because I realize I have so much on the docket and so much on my plate that, like, I don't have any time to waste. And if I could only apply a little flow to it, a little more joy, a little gratitude, I think I would actually go through my day in a better way, because I would be happy, my engine would be revving the right way, and I would probably get more done. When I look back at my week, there's really not a point where I would say to myself, you wasted time. Like, I really feel like between sleep, work, podcasting, YouTube, editing, researching, whatever it is, I'm using my time. Really, I'm trying to use my time really well. And, there's a lot I got going on. So at the same time, like, how much more can I improve? And I think I can improve a lot. But I'm also trying to appreciate the fact that, this has been one of the heaviest weeks I've ever had, honestly, in terms of just consistent workload and just day in and day out, just like from morning to night, planning, executing, and just doing what I gotta be doing. It's taken its toll on my mental health in terms of, like, me feeling stressed and anxious, but at the same time, if you're going to adjust your workload, I feel like that's only natural. You're not just gonna adjust your workload times 2 and be able to handle it perfectly the first time. So I think it's me kind of like adjusting my muscles and lifting these mental weights, so to speak, towards adjusting my task load. And I think that's good. That's a level up. That's something that we all should do. And I think to anyone who wants to increase their workload, I would much rather be dealing with this type of problem than be dealing with laziness. or be dealing with why am I not doing what I should be doing. I'm doing what I should be doing, and not only like think about it, I'm getting up day in and day out, morning to night, and this is not to brag, bro. This is literally this is like me talk. This is how I would walk. This is exactly how I would walk. All this would be in my head. I'm just speaking out loud, so I'm not even talking to y'all. It applies, sure, but I'm literally not. This is like a journal. It's a verbal journal. So like think about it. I'm getting up morning to night. From when I wake up to when I go to sleep is pretty much all scheduled, and I'm doing what I gotta be doing, and I'm still looking for ways to get better. It's at this point, a lot of the typical habits of like social media or Netflix or watching too much YouTube or bad sleep or not eating right, all of the typical ones are eradicated. Like I don't even do those. But I understand that there's still ways for me to improve. There's still like ways I could study or ways I can go about my day. Just like the like I'm saying, the flow. It's not even just getting, like I'm saying, these obvious roadblocks are gone. It's more so like, how can I tap into a sense of flow? How can I tap into me doing things and executing at a high level while still maintaining happiness and joy? Because I'm trying to force it, right? It's like I'm going through my day with fear of like, I gotta do this. Like I have such a pressure to me. But that's not good at the same time, because that's not something that's gonna last. If I always go through my day with pressure, I'm gonna burn out. And I'm gonna have a day where I'm just gonna totally have to binge and relax and you know what I'm saying, just to counteract what I'm doing. And I don't want that. I want, maybe work hard, play hard isn't the best way to go about it. Like maybe it's just like I want consistency. I don't want to be on both ends of a spectrum. What I want is consistent flow, something that I can do every single day for a long time, and just work at it exponentially and stay committed in that way. I think that's the best thing I could do. So yeah, bro, that concludes my walk. That concludes my verbal journal. I feel great, bro. I'm about to work. I'm about to focus. I feel, my hands are really cold, but at the same time, like, I'm really glad I got out here. I'm really glad I got the chance to talk to you guys and just kind of spread my thoughts on this Sunday morning. I might even chop this up and get this out later today. Maybe not. Maybe tomorrow. This will probably be Monday. But yeah, bro, I encourage y'all to take walks, especially if there's some sun out. Like, that's really good for you. I encourage you to take walks. Be kind, bro. Spread some lessons. Spread that knowledge. Do what you gotta do. I'm gonna catch y'all later, bro. Low from Metal. If you enjoy, please drop that like, comment, sub, bro. I'm really trying to get the video quality up. I'm ordering a bunch of new equipment. So yeah, bro, I'm really committed to this. 100 videos in. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Peace.